Dintle is talking to Tiriso about Toso's salary, saying that he's hiding it and she's worried because Hanya got a gun. And then Tiri is already suggesting that why is Toso probably a lot of money goes to Madlomo's house and he shouldn't be sending a cent there because Manaba Heva did. I mean, what nonsense is that? Now Udintle decided she's going to go and talk to Bridget and find out how much exactly does Toso earn. Only to find that Toso earns 13,000 before deduction and only takes home 11.8. And she's shocked because what peanuts are these? And she was here asking Closer to get a bond house, thinking that he earns a decent salary. Nope, Closer doesn't get that much and decides, well, we're thinking, why don't you just increase the salary? But she's like, no, we can't afford that. Also, he's just started his new job. Why are we giving him a salary? And it's fine, I'll fund it myself. I'll pay the extra amount. Please, let's keep this a secret. And then Closer's already out there trying to get money from loan sharks, only to find that loan sharks want 100% interest rate and realizes this is a lot of money. It's daylight robbery. He cannot do it. And then Captain Cohen approaches Mdala to ask him about if he has heard anything about Minky, and Mdala and tells him that Minky is actually kidnapped. Her family is looking for her. Clara is now worried about Minky, saying that what if the police are on her husband's payroll because her husband is rich and powerful. So she's trying by all means to save her, thinking that she must go and warn her and the boyfriend. But Dutin is like, what if you're acting against the wrong side of the law? But Chloe still goes and warns them. Would say the police are on to you guys, that they were here looking for you. I think your husband is looking for you. Now they're scared. Minky is scared. And the boyfriend now decides he's going to up his game and gives this man, this husband, a call saying to him, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to kill your wife. But what is really happening here? Are they trying to extort money from the husband? Is she really kidnapped? What is happening, Glopil? And then after that, Tloche finds out that Mdala tells Tloche that Minky is kidnapped. Now she's worried. Did she just play on the wrong side of the law? Is she going to implicate herself as well? And then Gideon walks into a very awkward situation. Mamsi Bozoso's mom brought in a man to Matuela's house, and Gideon was not happy about that at all. She just told her where to get off and how disrespectful it is, obviously because Gideon has never brought in a man in her mother's house, and now this woman, if I'm feeling marobalo, for free, is now bringing a man into other people's houses. That is pure disrespect. Even Matuela was not happy, saying, how can you bring a man into my house? That is uncalled for. And then Mamsi said, sort of like told them that it will never happen again. Clara learns that, Minky girl has been kidnapped. Mdala tells her, but I told Cohen that we don't know anything. We don't know anything, right? Clara lies to Mdala, saying, knowing exactly what she's been the one that's been feeding them information about the police, and she knows exactly what they're in their apartment. She tells Ntwara about it. Ntwara is shocked with her. How can you lie to Mr. Sindani and the police? But Clara is helping, thinking that she's helping Minky, because what if the husband is doing all this to get Minky? She decides to go and talk to Minky, and Minky does not even want to come outside. She starts to question, are you scared of Bruno? And then she says how Bruno is not a threat. I'm just scared someone else might see me. And then Chloe tells her, your husband is claiming that you've been kidnapped. One of the kind of men that I'm dealing with. Now he'd rather tell people that I'm kidnapped instead of telling them that I left him. And begs Chloe to believe her. And I will tell her, do you believe me? You believe me, right? But Chloe's starting to question these things, like, because she seems worried. And then it's a video. Hey, Minky does a kidnapped, like acting, she's kidnapped. They're doing a video. Bruno hired the boyfriend, saying, I'm scared. Hi, Desmond, baby, I'm scared. The man who kidnapped me says you don't want to pay the ransom. Please pay. I'm scared. I want to come home. Handy, they've planned all this thing. Their boyfriend Bruno is taking the video. Get back to normal, video, send him that video, and then they can't wait to get the money so they can get out of there because they want to skip the country. But they kiss after that because it seems like they're trying to extort money from the husband so that now they're pretending she's been kidnapped. And then Madloma talks to Lihle, and Lihle is like, Mama, I can see what we are glowing. What's happening? And she found out Madloma was not actually in the prayer meeting. Madloma came out and told her that she's been seeing Tunzi. It's still new, but she's happy. Tunzi's caring and he makes her happy. Lihle was happy for her, saying that I knew but you can't stay single forever. And you deserve to be happy. If you're happy, Jabuli Julie, and I'm happy for you. And then Uvuvu talks to Taps about this whole thing, wanting to give Unhlose a raise. And then she offers Unhlose a raise of 40k to do some odd work about balancing books and not what Lapaya is Tembeni. And then Nhlose is excited and takes the job. Unaware that Udintle is the one that's behind this whole increase. It's fake. And then but it's almost found out about his mom bringing a man into Matubela's house. They almost told him, but Matubela is all and then they made it seem like she just brought a man and they were just sitting. Did not even give details, so they found them in bed. And then but Mamsi refused to apologize. Kidibona Bonsatila, you know what, if you can't apologize, you better leave. So Mamukubide now. She says she's going to go stay by the airport. But then Patsu is worried, if you stay by the airport, I won't see you. And decides he's going to pay for her accommodation so that he can keep on seeing her. This woman is like, she's here to finish the potatoes. I don't understand, because the other day she was shopping, that now she's broke. Like, I don't understand what her story is. I hope she's just not here to use potato, because, I mean, disappearing for 20 years, then coming back and she uses him. The video coming of her asking for a ransom for her husband to pay the ransom because she's kidnapped is now trending. Utintsara saw the video and called Tlore saying, do you see the video? Tlore is now scared because she thought the whole kidnapping thing was just a front. Because Minky lied to her saying that there's no such. Desmond, the husband, is just trying to get attention. He doesn't want to be clear. Could see Minky left him. Now Utlok is confused, but what is she supposed to do it? Because now she even lied to her husband and the police. Is this whole thing true? What's happening? And now Minky and Bruno are worried because the video is now public. It's on social media. And now they're worried, what did this guy do? Because the husband has just decided to make it public. Flora goes to see them in their room and asks Minky to step outside so they can talk. Minky doesn't want to step outside. Now she's worried because, are you scared? Do you want to... Because I saw the video saying you're kidnapped. I can help you. You can escape. Minky's like, don't worry about me, girl. Now I'm not kidnapped. Kishabu. Chigi pushes it. Then she decides to say, yeah, she is scared. Bruno might hurt her if she tries to run away. She was like, no, come. My husband will protect you. Now, Hannah is already putting Mdala's life at risk, knowing exactly Mdala is already in trouble with the law. And his thing is, Matalaka might actually be reinvestigated. But like now he's involving Umdala in this whole thing until Bruno came up and told her to leave and stay out of their issues. What did Chloe get herself into, hey? Tlasa is excited about the promotion and the increment, but she feels like it doesn't deserve it because he hasn't been working for long. So it's so sad and it's like sort of like suspicious. But Dintle like, no man, enjoy it. Dintle then texts Vuvu saying thank you. Then they decide they're going to go out and celebrate Nokai. And then Tlasa tells Babamngane about it. He's excited for him, Ukasa. And Tlasa is already demanding him a contract because he wants to now apply for a bond house. So he's already telling Udintle to call the real estate agent so they can start viewing houses. She is excited now. I mean, Tlasa is now going to get 40k, so he does not need e-deposit anymore. He's just going to go with his payslip and get a bond and get a home loan. But Malumaka is like, please don't get into debts trying to impress with Dintle. No, I'm not a kid. I'm going to get what I can afford. Obviously, what Tlasa can afford won't be what Dintle wants. So it's still going to be another fight. And then, Tlasa goes to see Madlomo. Starts complimenting Madlomo because Madlomo looks so beautiful. Complimenting Madlomo, maybe it's the hairstyle or what. Madlomo's like, yes, in Tlasa, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Because like, why are you here complimenting me? Whereas in Tlasa, when he finds out to see the glow, this whole glow Madlomo is Umtuns is behind it. He's not gonna like this at all. He says he's gonna come around to see the kids and tells her about the promotion and that he's gonna be sending them more money now for the kids. Madlomo is like, I'm happy with Dintle finally succeeded in pushing you to your full potential, like she's been saying. Tlasa feels offended and says, this has nothing to do with you, Dintle. I wonder how he's going to feel when he finds out this has everything to do with it. Lady is actually the one paying him the increment. And then Botso goes to see Matumela saying, I don't know what's happening with between you guys and my mom, but I want to know. Matumela hides it and says it's women's stuff and let's tell Botso to leave it. And then out, Mamsi goes out, okay, Oko levels, and ends up sharing a table no semi day. And then now Gail is flirting with Semite. Apparently they had a good time sitting there and chatting. And then Mamsi decides to invite Semite up to her apartment because Butsu decided to pay for her accommodation. So she's got an apartment, la pay a level up. So she decides to invite Semite up there for some privacy. I mean, what is Mamsi doing? And then they leave to go to her apartment. Even Udebucho is surprised or shocked with how what's happening. Mom's is now living no Semite Tatomohulo Mugan. And then Taps finds out that this special fellow is in trouble with SARS. Apparently, SARS they've not paid everything to SARS, and that he does not have a CFO. He's been so busy, this stereo thing that he forgot to pay attention to isn't a special fella. Now, Mama Hire, please don't worry. Victor is like the perfect guy for you. He can be your CFO, you can help you. And she also said something that makes me think like she also wants to be the CFO because she knows the ins and outs of Ibechafela, so she probably wants the job for herself. Bruno Liminki. She thought she was helping Khandi. These ones were playing her for a fool. They used her to push their drama or their shenanigans, trying to extort money from Minki's husband. Now Tlori is aware, these ones have been playing her and realize you guys are criminals, Motsi. But when I come to the reception and minded your own business, but you decided to involve yourself. So here you are. I write to when I'm Minky. I thought you were genuine, you're playing games with me. Now I don't want to be part of this. I'm going to tell the police, but I will say there's no one's going to tell the police more. What are you going to? We need you to stay quiet with this thing. What are you going to do? Are you going to shoot me? But we're not shooting anyone. We're just going to tell them, we've been working with you all along. You want the ransom money. Yeah, Tlori is now in a corner, tells Tintswala about this, and Tintswala is like, you need to tell Mr. Sindane, again at Lotusang. Then tells Dala can see something is wrong with you. What's wrong? What's going on, Munyus? And then she comes clean saying, I was not completely honest with you. Remember the issue Kaminki being kidnapped? I lied. I know where she is. She's actually got level up at our apartments. Believed her kidnapping story. I thought that she was genuine. I didn't want to because I believed her story about her husband abusing her. And then Mdala's like, but why didn't you come to me? Why did you lie to me? I realized I made a big mistake, but now I'm coming clean because they're saying that they're planning to sort of like mix me up in their story and say that I also wanted the ransom. Mdala now must think of how to get out of this mess. Also is busy eating good like because he misses good like Lihle now has to end up eating sandwiches for dinner because Nhloso is now eating good like saying she misses a home cooked meal. Yeah, now she misses a home cooked meal because Udinhle does not cook. Udinhle it's takeaways as a tulihle. Yeah, Udinhle tends to light amalazana nan. Nhloso misses a home cooked meal, a stew, ne pap, uput, as they say it. And then she also finds a condom wrap next to the dustbin and assumes that it belongs to Ntutu and goes on Ntutu say, I'm glad that you're using protection, but you must not leave your things lying around to respect your mother and your sister. Ntutu is like, the condom does not belong to me. I'm calm get the condom wrapper, like the piece of the condom that just like probably fell off there when they were throwing it in the dustbin. And then it's like I say, it's not mine. Unhlaso is now shocked with her. If it's not yours, then whose is it? As we are a condom. Yo. And then Untutu goes to confide them kumthunzi I don't even know what ufuna endlini manje songibuza ngama-condom. And there's no way ukuthi kungaba ne-condom endlini. I mean, Mama would not bring a man in our house la hlala khona abantwana bakhe, and I don't think she wants anything to do with men after what my ubaba did to her. Umthunzi is now quiet because he's the one. The condom belongs to him. And then Semite learns nothing is for free in this world. He went up Nomiki a level up in her apartment and thought he's just having a good time. When Nomiki wants to be paid, Nomiki is actually selling ATA Usumide must pay with 3,000 rand. Usumide was shocked after having such a good time. He like feeling like a teenager now. He was shocked with how he has to pay 3,000 rand, and goes to share this with Gaza, saying, "As I didn't know, Untomazan was selling. I just saw a beautiful lady, and hey, where dies Untomazan." And then Tapelo hires Victor for the CFO position. But Victor sees the books and realizes, hey, you guys are earning a lot. Mina nginikeza my peanuts. I want more now. Yo, I want. And then it's like, please, let's wait for 3 months and then we review. Dana is now worried that since these people are now cornering Tlhogi, there's nothing they can do, since if they go to the police won't believe them, because Mdala has a whole lot of crimes that he's committed in the past. So they won't believe them. So now it's going to be like obstruction of justice. So Mdala is like, let me handle this my own way. And then they go to the apartment to talk to Bruno and Minky. Dada got there, used his own tricks. He just scares people off, telling them that they need to leave. Bruno was not even shaken, told him he's not going anywhere unless they want to find their location or their escape. I'd say Ari, Filo, we're not going anywhere. In fact, we're not Tlhogi. And then they get a call. The Muna Minky, the husband, phoned and said that he wants to bring in the ransom money. Bruno decided that Tlhogi will be the one to go and fetch the ransom money and bring it to them, and said that he'll send him the location in time. Now Mdala is like, there's no way my wife is going to get money. I'd rather do it myself. My wife is not going to do that. You must be out of your mind if you think I let my wife do that for you. And then Bruno is even like, I don't know, like so relaxed about it, chilled about it, saying them to never get caught. Like you can just see what's this guy, it's happy man. Dada is even like going. The funny part is that Dada is even agreeing, is willing to go through this thing because he doesn't want them implicated. Lima Podisa decides that he's going to be the one to go fetch the money because he doesn't want his wife to end up in jail. Kloka then panicked and went to see Captain Cohen, saying, I need your help. I wasn't entirely honest with you. Well, guys, that's confixing. But the Mickey Masemula kidnapping case, I wasn't completely honest with you. So, Kloka wants to confess to Captain Cohen and tell him everything. Will Captain Cohen believe them, or this is just going to implicate Mdala? And then Tutuko is busy interrogating everyone in Lini, Madlomo, Ulihle, going on about the PC condom in Tole Unhloso. And Madlomo is panicking because she knows Ayak. And then Tutuko starts questioning Little, but Little like, hey, because Little caught it early on, it belongs to her mom, Nomtunes. And then Unhloso, okay. Apparently, Dintle wants him to buy a 3 million house. Untloso is like, no ways, there's no I'm doing that. I have kids I have to support. Udintle's like, no man, Ulihle can get a bursary or a student loan. Ututuko futhi mdala. I need this house. Mina ngifuna le ndlo le. Untloso is like, nope, it's too expensive. We can look at other houses that are within my budget. That's hey, we can have a joint bond, but wahan. Now that's the house I want. If you knew Gusi you want a pushover for your wife, you should have stayed with Madlomo. So Unhloso is told she should have stayed with Madlomo because Dintle is not that kind of a woman. She wants a 3 million house. Unhloso does not see himself paying for that and does not want Dintle helping him. And then Kiriboni hears Tidi thinks Mamsi is supposed to sister yay as also hi mama hi. And then now they start talking about Minky. Umams was seen with Semide at the ATM. And now Umams, because she's making money from this thing of sleeping with men, now she's saying that she can afford Upatala the apartment. And now Ukiriboni hears from Ugasa ukuthi Semide ubanjwe inkunzi, like there's this woman that sort of like this like magna prostitute now levels. Okay, one puts 1 and 2 together and realizes that is Mamsi. So Mamsi is selling her boy. Mamsi is a prostitute, and okay, one wants to tell Upototo, but Gas was like, no man, don't do that. And Matubela found them sitting on the couch. Ugasa and Okidibone and was not happy about that. Or maybe it's just because Usakwate Chikidibone about this thing of cooking Mamsi out of the house. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.